Having this very important conversation. We know that impactful leadership is defined by the ability to inspire change, drive progress, and create lasting values for society. Now, across sectors, leaders who prioritize innovation, accountability, and social responsibility play a crucial role in shaping sustainable development. Now, the selection of Aliko Dangote as the Nation Person of the Year reflects a lifetime of visionary leadership and meaningful contributions to national development. Through industrial expansion, job creation, and strategic investments that strengthen Nigeria's economic independence, Dangote has demonstrated how private enterprise can drive public good. Joining us for this very, very crucial and important conversation is TV host and columnist, Mr. Sam Omotashe. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Super Sam. It's always nice to have you on the show. We've missed you on the set, actually.
Me too.
Okay. All right. So we're having this very important conversation. We know that the Nation newspaper has named Aliko Dangote, our very own Aliko Dangote, as, the person of the year. Yeah. But I want to start with this. Aliko is someone that has been criticized a whole lot. When we talk he's good, oftentimes people are always saying that, he practiced monopoly, he doesn't really speak about Nigeria the way he, says he loves Nigeria. But this is also a man that we have seen, has done a lot of good for Nigeria. Recently, we're talking about what he's doing for education. Over 1.3 million Nigerians are going to be educated by, the 2026 and more of these years that we're coming into. And sometimes it seems like we just downplay the impact that only the refinery that we have that is doing a lot right now is the Dangote refinery. So I just want you to start from the aspect of this is a man that gets a lot of criticisms, but he still sets the ball rolling.
Well, maybe I will start by tracking back to the origin of the idea of Person of the Year, which began with the Time magazine. And the reason a person is made Person of the Year is not necessarily because he's the hero of the year. Is not necessarily because he's the villain of the year. Mm-hmm. It is a person who has impacted the people the most, either for good or for ill in the year. It tends to be very fraught because there was one time Time magazine wanted to make Bin Laden the Person of the Year, and they were going. The audience was going to kill Time magazine because it was the year of the bombing of the Twin Towers and all of that, and so they changed it and put Rudy Giuliani as Person of the Year. So it can be fraud. So when we are looking at Aliko Dangote, we said he orchestrated the furies and hopes. So it was not just hope. He orchestrated the furies in the market industry fight with Dapman, with Ipman. The marketers did not like him. Some of the elites did not like him. Some in the political space did not like him. Some in the regulatory space did not like him. Yeah. But incidentally, the people liked. That's why I wrote in the preface, I called it a billionaire's paradox. How do you get a billionaire who loves the people? It is not strange in history to have that. But the thing is that we chose him because most of the conversation this year was around oil. Yeah. Whether it was prices going down or prices going up, whether it was the issue of whether some people were fired or some people were not fired, whether it was whether we should import or not to import, or whether it was because there were some people were doing refineries in Malta or not in Malta. It tended to be in the center of the story. So it was not about, and Dangote being loved more by the people. People thought that, look, these people, they are trying to destroy Dangote because Dangote wants to make oil accessible to us. So we like Dangote. Let us protect this billionaire. We may not like billionaires, but we like this billionaire. That kind of thing. So Dangote's actual, so the question was, people can ask the question, is it that Dangote is for the people or it's not for the people? Yeah. I always say that, you can be right without being righteous. You can be pure but not out of virtue.
True.
Yes.
So, Sam, I completely agree with you. When you look at, for me, the impact, particularly in the course of this year, what it did. Look, we all know that the major problem we had, with our forex, going down was one, importation of PMS, and two, grains. That alone will account for $25 billion. And what Dangote has done with its refinery is to reduce importation or almost eliminate importation of PMS. So for me, taking off PMS off the forex table or taking a huge chunk of it off the forex table means that it's doing it's very, very, its businesses are impacting on the country positively, and so many people of it. You can see the current price war going on in the country now. Now, many importers are being forced to slash their prices. Dangote has brought it down to about $6.99, and if we're able to get that, we should not forget the fact that dollar is not as strong as it used to be at the international level, and then prices should be coming down. We have already seen OPEC announcing that there will be increases in oil production. So it's not a question of whether there is no oil or scarcity. So prices should be coming down. So this will not happen automatically. We now see Dangote as a catalyst to say, look, we would bring the prices down, and then the rest are trying to follow. For the Nigerian people, this is good news. Prices of fuel will come down, so inflation will further drop. Many people have more money in their pockets.
That's right. So, Mr. Sam, asking you, a question about Dangote. If you look at the Punch newspaper, which we talked about earlier on, where there is a fire on the mountain, a petrol battlefield, where Dangote and importers are locked in brutal price war. She used the word, monopoly, and some said that Dangote has monopolistic tendencies in all industries that he had ventured into. Now he's seeking to expand the refinery, times 2 of what he currently can produce. Do you think recognizing him because he's a billionaire is at the detriment of recognizing others who are not billionaires but are making impact? Are we considering wealth in this regard?
Well, it's a very good question, because Dangote is a billionaire. He's not being recognized because he's a billionaire. He's being recognized because of the impact. That's the important thing. He's being recognized because of the impact. And you can see even today.
What I meant to say is that
other people have had impact. Name a billionaire who had more impact than Dangote. So it has to be the impact. It has nothing to do with billionaire. I don't care about billionaire. I'm interested in impact. So if you had more impact than Dangote and you are a billionaire, it's good. We have had persons of the year that are not even recognizable, just ideas. Which are there was one time we did person of the year and we did rape victims. Persons were the people of the year. So we pick it. We look at this. We look at the stories and the persons who have impacted the country for the most part.
Yes. And then the price war. I want us to also, throw our light on the price. Before I ask you my question, let's speak about this price war that we were talking about this morning.
The price war is very interesting. We all want, as you said, inflation to go down. Yeah. And nothing impacts inflation stronger than when we import oil in this economy. Yeah. And Dangote is saying, let's localize, let's domesticate. And they say it's trying to monopolize. The point is that you can't, as they say, you cannot make an omelette without breaking an egg. Yeah. So we're in the process of breaking the egg. And when they hear "ka," they cry. Yeah.
So those ones are the monopolists.
That's the paradox. That's why I say it's a billionaire's paradox. Yeah. These are the people, and it's not only that. Dangote is fighting against, how do they put it in the Bible? Something in high places, what do they call it?
Forces in high places.
No, there's one language they use. Principalities, wickedness in high places. Exactly. So he was fighting wickedness in high places. This Dabman, this Idman, they have created what they call the economy of affection. One writer, Richard Joseph, calls it, wrote about African politics and economy, called it the economy of affection. The economy of affection is you rub my back, I rub your back.
Yeah.
That's the economy.
Yeah.
They will have a situation where they look for ways to make money outside the system so that the prices can become high and so on. So as you said, it's bringing inflation down. So it's a challenge to everybody. Look at an example, like how we sabotage ourselves. I saw something on social media of a person who bought a bar and soup and meat. And she was complaining. She said the price of pepper has gone down. The price of tomato has gone down. The price of onion has gone down. The price of garri has gone down. But inside the place where she buys a bar, the price will never go down. Even those people who go to a market,
will not go up.
But it will not go up. So that is what is going on. The same thing is happening with Ipman and Jabba trying to fight. And then it was also, in a sense, a guarantee of national security. Then they said they were going to lock down the refinery. You want to lock down the refinery, you're locking down national security. So in a sense, the billionaire himself wanted to keep us safe in a time of insecurity.
Well, we've been having these conversations, and I'm just happy that you were able to clear that, because, it seems like a lot of people were just going at him. And at the end of the day, they say, even if you lie down flat, they'll say you didn't lie down enough. You can never satisfy the whole world. But I just want to talk about some of his legacies and things that he has done that can never be forgotten. What are the things as well do you think that he can do, just to make Nigeria a better place? He's been doing things for Nigeria in terms of education, in terms of healthcare as well. He's been one person that has cut across, every sector, not just one sector. But for you as a person, we've chosen him as, I said we've chosen him like I was part of the people, but yes, we've chosen him as the Nation Person of the Year. What are the things that you expect from him as a person that is having this very important,
One thing that people should realize is that when you make profit, you're also supposed to give back to that society that gave you the opportunity to
which he acknowledges.
Profit. So that is why I hate this so-called flamboyance, extravagance of money display in Nigerian society. There are so many people who are rich, who are interested in being rich rather than being useful. And we have that a lot in this society.
That's right.
And when you are a billionaire, you have a responsibility to that society. And some people say, no, and I have money, I have a right to spend the money the way I want. Yes. But we people have the right to enjoy your profit too.
That's right.
So that is what he is also doing with his
society.
foundation. So that's what they call social responsibility. And he's doing that. He can do more. He can do more. Is doing his bit. He contributes. He does a lot that is not published at all.
Exactly.
In terms of empowering people in education, helping people in the north. There was one time I went to Borno State years ago, and I saw a lot of projects that he had a hand on in helping with people. So it can do more. Yes. It can do more in terms of helping people. But what I want him to do more is to encourage others. Is to encourage others who are in this business to do more. I mean, you can be an evangelist of philanthropy.
Exactly.
Not just by being a philanthropist, but by making noise about philanthropy. We have so many rich people who have idle money. Who have idle money. There are people in the hospitals who can pay their bills.
Exactly.
There are people, there are marginaries everywhere who are now the problem, that is scourge of society now with the insecurity. Because you didn't take care of them yesterday, now they are going to take care of you today. Exactly. So that is it. So it can be an evangelist of philanthropy.
Exactly.
Yeah, for me, I think we shouldn't miss out one thing. ECOWAS has made him, the chairman of the business forum. How will that impact on us? Just go along the Lagos to Côte d'Ivoire on the road corridor. You see so many Dangote trailers not only about cement, about all manners of things, salt, everything going on that route throughout West Africa. Dangote is shifting his focus to the African continent now with an investment, a major investment in Zambia, now in Ethiopia. To what extent, I hope at a point Dangote will not just stop the investment in Nigeria and then divert all the investment, to other African countries, all in the name of.
But you can't stop him from being an investor. He's who he is. He's making money. He makes money for a living.
Yes.
Some people work for a living. He makes money for a living. That's what it does.
We would love him to do more for Nigeria.
Yeah, he's doing it. I mean, imagine if there was no refinery in Nigeria.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the refineries are packed up. We don't know when they are coming. We don't know whether they will ever come. But look at what he's doing. Let's just be grateful for small matters. I made the point earlier that a businessman, when he does good for you, it's not necessarily because it's right. He can do it when he does it for you, it feels right. But it doesn't mean it's righteous. He can do it for you, it means pure. But it doesn't mean it's out of virtue. But you don't go, a businessman is not somebody who is there to say, I'm going to be a nice man. You're going to be a nice man, you're not going to be a businessman. Let us put that out of the way. That's why I put there, when I started the piece on him, I tried to personalize it. I said, well, he has a soft voice. He doesn't wear the kind of stuff that you wear when you go to your own party. When you wear with all those agbada that you wear with all those chains, and it's not known for flamboyant. He can walk here now and his perfumes may not be as loud or as cocky. But he's there to make money. You see him on his helmet. You see him. He's making money. Absolutely. That is his DNA.
Absolutely.
So don't take that out of the issue. You can get billionaires who work for justice. As I said there, Abiola became a man of the people, but it was for most of the years, and this was seen as a villain by many people. That Fela sang ITT, International TT. This was the man who became the hero of democracy in the 20th century.
All right, Mr. Sam, because of our time, Aliko Dangote, you've said so much about him. You also made some very important comments about him. Talk about his simplicity. He's a very quiet man, but lately he has been talking. Lately he has been making some,
he has always
appearance.
been talking.
No. Well, but I mean, quite lately, to the extent that he's saying that one Farouk, is it Farouk Ahmed or something?
Yes.
Invited by the CCB. That's one. I wanted to react to that, and the fact that he also said 25% of his wealth should go to his foundation when he's dead.
Yes.
How significant is this?
It's significant. The one is not talking. Dangote has never not talked. He always talks. He defends. He's the number one defender of his business.
It's
not his PR people.
That's right.
Dangote is the number one defender of his business. He talks. On the NNDPR, he said something very important. And EFCC should take note. If somebody is spending $5 million
on
school fees, we know of somebody who went to spend some billion from a governor who went to pay school fees in Abuja and was asked to refund the money. So we want to know, how do you spend $5 million? When did you earn it? How did you earn it?
As a public servant.
As a public servant.
Because he said he's a billionaire, he's not a public servant.
He's not a public servant.
But then he said his children attended Nigeria.
Some people said that Dangote was fighting 30. I don't know, how do you fight gentle? I don't know whether there's anything like fighting gentle. And I've never seen it. If you give me a blow, you give me a blow.
Exactly. But
I think it's also very important. It's calling an attention, whether deliberately or knowingly, to one thing, which is, how do people come about unexplained wealth?
And that's where accountability falls in. We've been speaking about accountability over and over again. So I think that these are things that need to be looked into, because oftentimes you see monies that's supposed to go into something, it just goes into somebody's pocket. I always like to use the snake, because before you know, now we hear snake has swallowed some money somewhere.
Or monkeys. Or monkeys.
Well, the point is that in the real life, before a snake swallows, it takes a long time. I mean, go and look at the python. the python, before it swallows the antelope, it will first of all heat it and make sure that it's weak. Then wrap it, and the process of wrapping is a long
process.
one.
And
then it will swallow it. It's there.
So recently, we have enough time to catch
recently
Dangote
you have time to shoot it. I mean, Alabi Sama in his book, the victory, tragedy of victory, talked about in the Civil War when one of his soldiers was in around Bayelsa area, was caught by python. And they wanted to kill the python, they couldn't.
We can go on
they had to throw a bomb.
Super Sam, thank you so much for being with us here today. We can go on and over with this conversation. I know recently as well, Dangote has been telling people to invest in Nigeria. So what we want to say to you, Nigeria. God bless you. So now we'll move on and talk about the story where a fresh controversy brews over Rivers Park Estates as Judge Capital accuses the Corporate Affairs Commission of altering company share records. Join us after the break for these very important conversations.